I guess they take a shit or something.
Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
We are in the final season of Clone Wars, Season 7 by 11. That is chronologically episode 132. Do you remember what happened last time in the Siege of Mandalore?
Yeah, Zach. We
had
had
technically the Siege of Mandalore.
I should know that.
Or the Empire, was it their Siege of Mandalore?
I think the Empire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the Siege of Mandalore.
But, you know, there's...
Wipe that off the map.
Yeah, we had the big Maul fight with Ahsoka. We had the great dialogue. We had a long post-talk, so go check that out. Just, I think, an episode that we feel deserves a lot of acclaim, and that certainly it gets it from its fans and from contemporary critics. The great thing about it for me, besides the dialogue and the story and the fact that it takes place during my favorite Star Wars movie, is Ray Park got to come back to do a fight for the character. The thing that he was known for, recognized for, that made the character what it is and as great as it is, and honestly elevated the fight in a way to where they knew, like, we have to have fights like this. In 2's fight, it wasn't about that. I mean, I know people love that fight because of Yoda, but they understood that going in, we need to have fights like this. And they did that with 2 to a degree, and they did that for sure with 3.
Absolutely.
And it's because of Ray Park elevating the other 2 actors.
Yep, I agree.
And I'm happy he got to come back for Solo, and I'm really happy he came back for this. I love that guy. Anyways, yeah, it's taking place during the same time. We also had, obviously, Dooku's execution take place. In my ignorance, I wasn't really thinking, oh, well, if he gets arrested and he could die me out. That could have been a motivation for Palpatine as well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it goes both ways because he needs to replace him. Yeah. You know, it's just part of the gig. But at the same time, yeah, get him the fuck out of here because he's been pretty instrumental in all that's happened. Yeah. He can give up a lot of shit. It's kind of like if Order 66 and the brain chip. Yeah. If that technology came to light. Yeah. And I think we've always wondered how Order 66... I mean, it's pretty much along the lines of what we thought is there's something in them, but now we have... It's an organic chip, right? Yeah, it's an organic chip, and now we know it is an actual chip. We also know it can malfunction. Mm-hmm. You know, we've seen that come into play a little bit. Well, I can't remember the name of the actual clone trooper. You know, killed that one Jedi and the sister. Wasn't it Fives? Oh, no, Fives didn't. Wasn't Fives the one, though, that was trying to help him? Yeah. They thought he was crazy. Yeah. And he ends up being killed by Palpatine. Yeah. Well, Palpatine actually tells him the truth. Yeah. And he tries to kill Palpatine, and then they kill him. Yeah. So. Anyways, go back and watch that, guys. I don't think anything. I just want to jump into this. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, make sure you go check us out on Patreon. We're going to have the full-length uncut reaction to this and the next episode, the final episode, and hopefully the first couple episodes of The Bad Batch. Ready to jump in? Let's do it. I think they took their jetpack. Maybe there's like a way to deactivate them or something. Maybe. Or maybe the animators were like, we're not drawing another one without it. Yeah. We also know kind of Bo-Katan, where she ends up and where she goes and the way she feels. We're going to get more into that with Rebels, but, you know, now you know more of her journey, too. Like, she's trying to do the right thing here. She was in Death Watch. Mm-hmm.
You actually captured him. I'm impressed. That is what the Council wanted. Still, you succeeded where many have failed.
Your people need a new kind of leader.
My sister tried that. I never understood her idealism.
I have the council waiting.
And Master Skywalker, were you able to contact him?
He was at the meeting when I left to get you.
A lot of slow, like, just nice, breathable scenes, right?
I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. The dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor.
If he does not give up his emergency powers after the destruction of Grievous, then he should be removed from office.
The Jedi Council would have to take control of the Senate in order to secure a peaceful transition.
You recognize this?
Great care we must take.
So when we watch this scene, we are in... And this happens. He turns around.
I understand your mission.
Actually, the scene cut there.
I have Maul in custody. I will escort Commander Rex when he delivers him to Coruscant.
A great service to the Republic you have done.
I did my duty as a citizen.
Not as a Jedi.
I was hoping to speak with General Skywalker.
I sent him to inform the Chancellor that General Grievous has indeed been located on Utapau.
Master Kenobi?
Engage the enemy. He has.
Then the war could be over soon.
I'm sorry, citizen. The These matters are for the council to discuss.
With spiteful dickhead. Sorry, citizen.
Yeah. He nods at her. Maybe he's just being by the book.
Ahsoka, more to say, have you? A message for Skywalker, perhaps?
No, Master. Thank you.
Could have
I'll
said it
tell
right there.
myself when I see.
Could have warned him.
So I'll tell him when I see him.
You didn't tell them what Maul said about General Skywalker.
No, I didn't.
I just love that, like, now when you watch that scene in Revenge of the Sith, Ahsoka's walking in. Because we're watching it inside the chambers. Yeah. Except Coyote Mundi is a hologram still.
Okay.
But Yoda and Mace are in there.
What about, whatever her name is, Aayla Secura?
I think she was a hologram too, actually.
Yeah, 'cause she's on Fallujah. Right?
Yeah, but she was there in the movie, so
Gotcha.
it like really connects it.
Amazing, that fucking thing. His face is right there.
Impressive. I suspect even Maul couldn't get out of there.
A relic of a bygone era when Mandalorians had reason to imprison you force-wielding maniacs. Goodbye, Ahsoka Tano.
In the Force Unleashed 2, they kind of hold Vader in a certain thing like that.
Yeah.
He gets captured by the Rebel Alliance. But then you find it's basically found out that he allowed himself to get captured. That way he can find Dantooine.
The sound really reminds you of Blade Runner.
Very synth sounding.
Mm-hmm.
I always find it funny in the Star Wars universe when things kind of hover.
Mm-hmm.
It means they have their own, what's it called?
It's like propulsion, but
Yeah, it's
something like that.
I guess they take a shit or something.
Yeah, I guess you ask him if he takes shit before he goes in. He's like, no, you're going to clean it up.
What does this all look like to you?
The fucking Imperial Bridge. Star Destroyer. Like, no dialogue. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Something on your mind?
As a Jedi, we were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. But all I've been since I was a Padawan is a soldier.
I've known no other way. It gives us clones all a mixed feeling about the war. Many people wish it never happened. Without it, we clones wouldn't exist.
Then perhaps some good has come from all of it.
Commander Rex, the latest briefing has come in. Want to have a look?
You go. I'm sure it's more good news.
Walks in there.
You know, there were people in the military that were Jedi. You can still be, like, a high-ranking person.
Mm-hmm. Fucking scene.
What have I done? Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious.
Rex, it's Anakin. I feel like something terrible has happened.
Didn't they all see it, though? Oh.
Rex?
No. I'll do it.
Rex, what's happening?
Stay back!
Find him. First.
Find him! Die!
Rex!
Sir. Go to the detention level. Execute Maul. Yes, sir.
It's all force-wielding people, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. We know Ahsoka Tano's on board. She's been marked for termination by Order 66. Any and all Jedi leadership must be executed for treason against the Republic. Come on. Let's get moving.
Don't make me regret this.
You survived.
Is this your doing? Choose your words carefully.
No, it was not my doing. I do not know what has occurred, but surely you have felt it.
The clones turned against me. Even Rex.
Brilliant. I was not privy to my master's plan, but now he turned the Jedi's own army against them. You've done the right thing by coming to me. Only together can we survive this. Now, if you will follow my lead.
You don't understand. I'm not here to team up with you. I need a diversion, and you're it.
Can't give me a fighting chance.
I'm not rooting for you. Now get going.
Well, I suppose.
We finished our sweep of the detention level. The prisoner has escaped. There's no sign of Tano or Maul. Destroy the escape pods and increase security on the hangar decks. Run away, sir.
R7, I need your help. Quiet.
I love droids, man.
I don't know why the clones are doing this, but we might be able to do something about it. R7, patch into the central computer. Bring up every secure file on Clone Trooper CT-5555. Okay, Rex. What am I looking for?
Oh, yeah, the brain chip.
Yeah, Echo, or Fives, right?
Yep.
An independent investigation confirms that the clone trooper CT-5555 experienced a malfunction with his inhibitor chip. Both the Senate Committee and the Jedi Council have accepted these findings.
R7, bring up that report. Try Anakin's passcode. 8108.
I already know this report's gonna fall on deaf ears. But I owe it to Fives to record what I saw. I'm not sure I believe it myself, but there's a possibility that the inhibitor chips the Kaminoans put inside us have a purpose that we don't yet fully understand.
Nice hallway scene.
Mm-hmm.
Trooper, if you read this, seal the door. We want to redirect his approach. Over. Hey, out of the way. Are you cross-wired?
Rex, I think I know what's happening. I saw your report on Fives. It isn't your fault. Your mind was altered to do this when you were very young.
Where is she?
I'm right here. Careful! Chief, are all the doors sealed so the way is clear? Let's get him to the medical bay.
And 3PO picked up Padme and put her back on her Nubian cruiser.
like an MRI machine.
R7,
Metal shit
run
all
a
over
scan.
you.
It does,
See
yeah.
if you can find the inhibitor chip the report talked about. But the chip has to be there. Check again.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hard to find, so I'm glad they made sure they kept that.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
How close are they?
Zoo, zoo, zoo.
R7, anything? I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
You found it? R7, get him under and remove that thing. Get ready on the door. Rex, are you okay?
Yeah, kid. I'm okay.
How widespread is this?
It's all of us. The entire Grand Army of the Republic has been ordered to hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you think, dude?
That was intense. I mean, I was engaged pretty much most of the time.
Yeah.
I was distracted a few times. I was getting texts, but I mean, overall, I mean, it's just, yeah, like, everything's unfolding. You had, in the background of it all, the confrontation with Palpatine.
And they use the original, they use Hayden and Ian McDermott stuff.
I noticed that.
Except, I think...
It might have been Matthew Wood.
What?
It sounded like him a few times, but it was Anakin.
Well, Matt Lanter. So
Matt Lanter,
I know that
sorry.
was
Matthew Wood was
Grievous and the B-1 battle droids. I think the only thing that Matt Lanter does is, what have I done?
Yeah, that
because they wanted that connective tissue,
I
guess.
But you could definitely tell it was Ian McDermott.
Yeah.
Like, in their dialogue there, you could tell it wasn't fucking Tim Curry.
No, it wasn't Tim Curry, which I'm glad they used all that, and they kept most of Hayden's stuff except for that one thing, what have I done, to connect to Clone Wars, and I think that was just something they did just for not creative reasons, but like symbolic reasons. Yeah. But when it started playing, I think it's called Anakin's Dark Deeds, like right when they fuck him, he's like, find fives!
Yeah.
It kicked in the music.
Well, and overall, the beginning of that, just the ambience and that music they're playing, that's like the synth music, it was very atmospheric. It was really good. It was just, there was no dialogue for a long time. It's
like building something. Yeah. Something's happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Joker music when you have that long like cello
stroke.
The...
Yeah, when he's in the interrogation scene.
No, just any of them. It was like his theme song. It was
okay.
This background, just a constant hum.
Okay.
Like a stringed instrument of some kind. I don't think it was a cello. I don't know. But either way, just that build, like you were saying, a build up. But it's like I wouldn't even say a strain, but just this pitch.
It's like this tension that is starting.
Tension. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's like this tension building, and and then it snaps. But Rex and Ahsoka had that nice little conversation right before, and then and Maul was sensing it too.
Yeah, he sensed what happened.
It's just now because I've watched Revenge of the Sith a few times since this came out, and it's like, oh, when this is going on, Ahsoka is here. She's sensing it, Maul's sensing it, and it's just it's a really nice feeling, you know.
I agree. It's like you said, the connective tissue. Yeah.
I also Ahsoka's obviously trying not to kill anyone. We also have, when she tackled Rex, it showed him hitting his head.
Yeah.
So I thought it deactivated then. Because I kind of can't remember, you know what I mean? So he hit it, and then it had a separate scene of him rubbing his head. Maybe that was just something to take him out of the fight for a second.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because her back was turned to him. I like how she tried to appeal to Rex. Because they have that really close relationship, you know? I loved it. A lot of people really, really love this episode out of the 4. I think they're all good. The last one's pretty damn good. And a lot of it's like that stuff with Ahsoka and Rex and the music. And also, we got some action other than Ahsoka. Darth Maul.
Oh, yeah.
He had they gave Vader a badass hallway scene. It still takes the cake.
Vader's is definitely cooler, but Maul's was cool. It's cut their heads off and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I really liked his. It was savage. He didn't have a lightsaber.
Yeah. It's everything with Vader's was a lot of that. What elevated it was the troopers that were running from him.
Yeah, they were trying to run
get through the door. Like, take it! Yeah, he's like, help me!
That was Sam Witwer's voice.
That was really cool.
It was funny to take it. They redubbed it because I guess the accent was really strong. It's a Tommy gun. I guess they put Sam Witwer in there.
Yeah, but that elevated that scene.
They were he was like hunting them, and these guys were still trying to fight back more. I think. Yeah. And then of course the stuff with Fives and all that stuff. You know, that obviously was a dead end, even though the audience, we know what was going on. But, you know, we got that information back here. Yeah, man, second to last episode. Anakin's passcode being 8108, I wonder if there's any kind of significance to that, if that's some kind of number. Like,
random selection. I don't feel like he's...
Because 1138, that's like THX 1138 or whatever, or 138. We have Docking Bay 94. That number has been, you know, they've used that a few times. I wonder if 8108 is something.
Sentimental value.
Yeah, they do that a lot in Star Wars, so I'm just wondering. And also, Bo-Katan, that scene real quick. I've only ever really been good at war.
Yeah, she wishes that she was better at something than war.
Yeah. And so, you know, another mention of her sister. So now you know some of the things that are on her mind later on in life.
Yeah, after the victory's had, you can reflect.
Yeah, and we know eventually she loses everything too. Yeah, and we also know this planet gets fucked by the Empire.
Well, the Empire just comes in. Why do they do it again? Is it just Mandalorian resistance?
I can't remember specifically. I think it's Mandalorian resistance. Yeah, Mandalorian. They don't want to be incorporated.
They didn't want to be to begin with.
Yeah,
but the Republic had been there, so now
But now the Empire, they're like trying to kind of like there's a civil war. Like they're taking away all the other planets' rights. They're like, no, we're going to be a strong Empire.
Yeah, we're going to unify the system.
Yeah, and like the Force box. I think it's cool that they've shown us that they can fight Jedi. You know what I mean? And their culture evolved to fight Jedi. So the idea of them having like a way to imprison them is pretty cool.
Yeah, let's go as the last one in existence. Everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't got anything else, but yeah, we're here, man. We got one more.
I'm looking forward to how it ends because, like I said, it's definitely elevated everything this last season. So
I love this last season. Even like I said, like the Martez arc, I liked a lot more than I remembered too. So and it's good to see Ahsoka out there doing other things. You know what I mean? She can't help but go out there and help people. You know what I mean?
She had her role.
What's that?
She had her role to play. She's instrumental in getting saving Maul's life. Ironically,
and now. Like there's more to see later on, but now when you watch Ahsoka, you just have like more in your head kind of things she's gone through. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the talk, guys. If you don't wait till next week for the finale, check us out on Patreon. If not, we'll see you next week.